everybody, it's Phoebe from The Sim Starter, and today I'm going to build a house which is kind of inspired from the Upper East End of New York. So it's going to be a townhouse, and as you can see, the lot is extremely small. The building is pretty basic in this one. I didn't put anything, like I didn't use constrained floor elevation or use any foundations. So I kind of skipped out most of the building, but I wanted you to see the main design of it. I worked out there that wasn't really right. So yeah, it's 3 stories level, and it's centered. The whole house is centered around this lift and fireplace, which are back to back, and it has 2 stairs running alongside of it. This outside wall I'd never really seen before, so I decided to recolour it to make it look more like the other houses around it. And I think it worked quite nicely, but I wanted to try something different, I guess. I'm just doing the outside brick, I guess. Let's use this kind of cobbled stone one because it wouldn't exactly sit on grass if it was in the middle of a city. Just going through the levels now, putting in the doors and windows. I used some windows and doors from, I think it was Supernatural, and just recoloured them to make it match the outside. I like those windows quite a lot. I use them quite often in houses like this, especially like quite posh ones, as this house is quite ostentatious, I must say. Those double windows, some of them do go because you can't place walls in between them, so I had to edit a couple of them, but yeah, they look the same anyway. Right, now I'm putting in the lift and fireplace area. In the end, the lift in the middle section doesn't stay, it just goes straight from bottom level to the straight up to the top. I thought that was quite nice, and they use the stairs to go into the bedrooms because the layout is it's kitchen and dining room on the bottom floor with the study and bathroom, and then it's the bedrooms upstairs, and then it's the sitting room and stuff up the top floor. Now I'm doing the entranceway, and I was trying to find some things to make it look a bit more homely. I put a burglar alarm and a clock and some portraits. Finding a nice picture. That one was very expensive. I think it was like £2,000. And a coffee table. Some bits and bobs. Put a nice rug in. I like recolouring these rugs for doorways, and they look quite nice. And yeah, I think I'm just putting in some doors and things now. Oh, and this is where I get rid of the stairs, I think, because they didn't really work, because they weren't blocked out, which I thought they were, but obviously not. Sorry, I'm a bit ill today, so. This is just a nice runner rug that I changed the colour of to kind of match the entranceway rug. And then here I was trying to find a mirror, and I found this really kind of gaudy one. And here I was trying to put in something that looks like a radiator, because they don't have radiators in The Sims, and it didn't really work. But I'll probably try something like that in another house sometime. But in the end, I just kind of put a shelf there and put some bits and bobs on. Put a nice Eiffel Tower statue to make it show that they've been to Paris, because they're very pretentious, this family. More champagne, obviously, because they're very well off. And then I put some more shrubbery around. Yeah, it's got quite a lot of greenery in this house, I guess. I don't know, it looks quite nice in houses, I think. I like those lights. I think they're from World Adventures, I'm not too sure. And here I was changing the white on the banisters. And this is my favourite room of the house. It's the kitchen / dining room. And I actually made the dining room a lot bigger than the kitchen because it's an all-in-one kind of thing. And I'm making the fireplace here, and that's the pattern I've only used. It's quite out there, I guess. Just using the outside brick as a feature wall. And then changed the flooring instead to the free cardboard. What am I on about? Floorboard to a more expensive one, and then in the kitchen I used this marble-esque kind of tile and put that all over it. Yeah, the dining room, it's really central, and it's got this kind of chandelier thing, and then the kitchen's just kind of shoved to one side. So it's a big room, but I guess it looks kind of like a home would in the end. I like making huge fireplaces, so I've kind of walled it off and put down a texture like a brick. Here I was looking for something that looks like wood, like logs, and in the end I found these hand towels from, I think they're from Master Suite stuff, and recoloured them to make them look like wood, which I think worked quite well actually, but it was quite funny knowing that they're hand towels. But yeah, I changed the order of those quite a lot, and just put some books down and some scrolls. And then I think I put a sword and a snake skin here, which I think look quite fitting to the family that would probably live here. Then this large glass table with some expensive chairs, I guess. Yeah, I didn't want to put any chairs on the outside. I don't think it looked quite right. And then put a dresser, I guess, is that what you call it? Yeah, things that you put your cutlery and things in. And then another runner rug. I put actually 3 in this room. I just run them along as they're meant to be. And changing the colours here. I think my next build, as this is my first speed build I've ever done, it's quite strange for me talking to a microphone. My next one will probably be making a lot for James from the Sim Supplies world that he just updated today. He's put it on his website, which is looking great, and I think I'll probably make a video for one of those houses. Here I put in an old-fashioned kind of stereo from what's it called? Supernatural. This plant here, it's quite funny. It's one of my favourite plants. I can't remember what it came from, but it's one of my favourite plants of all time, and I was trying to place it and it just wouldn't go. I found a place for it in the end, but you'll see it pop up throughout this video a lot. And now moving on to the kitchen, I'm putting some counters in. These first ones I'd use, I think I got them gifted, you know, like when you buy sim points in the store and you get like a little like free gift. I think that came with that, so I was going to use it, but in the end I changed to one that's just on one of the expansion packs, I'm not sure which one, and then colouring the fridge to make it look the same. I accidentally coloured the window behind that, if you might have seen, so I changed that a bit as well. There you go. And then putting the hob cooker in, and then yeah, that's when I change the counters to make it a bit more traditional with the dark wood, and they all go in. I was really stuck for ideas with this kitchen. I'm not really sure why. It doesn't really happen often, but yeah, I didn't really know what to put in there. Like I just put some random bits and bobs. Like I found these pots that I recoloured, and they've got their French coffee machine, which shows they've been to France again, shows their wealth. And then yeah, putting their pots in, and then just some random bits and bobs. And I was trying to find, I can see it now, those pans that you put above the cooker, but I couldn't find them. I was still obviously going blind, but yeah, so I just kind of left it. I come back in a bit, I'm pretty sure, like at the end of the video, but this video ran on quite long, so I kind of missed out a lot of the building, so I'm sorry about that. It's already about 25 minutes. Here I was kind of confused about the tiles. Like they've obviously matched it perfectly to be the colours, but it didn't really look like it to me. But then I put the lights in, it looked okay. And I was again quite, you know, stuck with the layout of this, but I put in a corner tub, which I think looks quite nice. And Master Sweet stuff again. I love that stuff pack. It's really useful, I think. And then some bits and bobs. I put some, you know, hand towel, some toilet roll, and I put these like little candle tea light things on the tub with some more champagne. And then I was just trying to find a layout for these little picture frames. I worked it out in the end, but it just didn't really sit right for the meantime. And then looking for blinds, they don't really have any that fit this window very well, so I just kind of used these little ones that just kind of draw across, because it is at the very front of the lot, so if someone was on the toilet, everyone could see it, and so I thought they needed a little bit of shelter, I guess. Here's the study. It's quite a feminine study, like it wouldn't be a manly room, if you know what I mean. Like it wouldn't be like a rich businessman's room. It's quite like light colours and like a fresh design. I use moved objects on to place that shelf there. It's quite a popular style on YouTube at the moment. Yeah, I've done it for a while, but there's a girl on here called Deligracy, and she's from Australia, and she does it a lot in her videos. She never not does it, I don't think, but yeah, she's given me some good ideas of how to extend furniture to make it look a bit better, so that's always nice. Yeah, here I was trying to make it all one length, and then I just kind of raised it up to like a step shelf kind of thing. I come back to this room in a bit because I remembered that I forgot a bookcase, which didn't make any sense. And I was just trying to find some things to put on those shelves, and I just found some random bits and bobs that kind of looked nice. So yeah, this is definitely like a the mum's study. I don't know. But now this is the bedrooms. I found these little what do you call them, armchairs from World Adventures. I recoloured them. I really like these. I've never really used them before, but yeah, I enjoyed using them. And then I changed this rug to a wicker pattern, which I really enjoy. This house in the end turned out quite 20s themed. I'm not really sure how that happened. I think it's because of the wallpaper, because that wallpaper came with Roaring Heights, which is kind of the 20s themed world that the store on The Sims recently oh god, I've lost all my words, recently uploaded. So here it was quite symmetrical, like all the rooms were pretty much opposite, so I made the master one bigger, so I'm doing the master room right now. I just pushed it back a bit. I used this hideous wallpaper, and then I realised it wasn't quite right for a master bedroom, so I put it into the spare bedroom in the end. But oh, it's absolutely disgusting. I've never used it before, and I wish I didn't, but I thought I'd try something new. I used this kind of muted peach, kind of orangey colour with burnt orange features, I guess. I don't know why, but this room really reminds me of a hotel room in The Sims 2 that came with Bon Voyage, and I'm not really sure why, but I remember I played with one of the, I think it might be Tiki Island or something. There's that plant again. Yeah, I don't really know, but it just kind of really reminded me of that hotel room, so that's kind of strange. There's another kind of 20s themed mirror that kind of goes with it all. I don't know, I just feel like because it's meant to be quite a rich person's house, they would have a lot of kind of dated items. There's that nice rug again. And then just kind of matching, again, another 20s pattern. I just don't know what I was really thinking. I found these like kind of Ottoman style coffee table things, which they say sectional sofa, but I don't know if they can sit on them. I wish they could. Like, I've never really tested it, but I really like the colour and it kind of went with everything else. Put some flowers on and a little alarm clock to wake them up in the morning. Yeah, this video is pretty much me scrolling through items trying to decorate it. Putting in the shower and the bathroom. It's all, I think in the end I use all Master Suite stuff in this bathroom. I thought I may as well, considering it is the Master Suite. I copy this room almost exactly onto the spare bedroom, like ensuite, so you don't really see me do that one. But yeah, I kind of like the way it turns out. I really like using that light kind of creamy tiling that came like with the base game, I'm pretty sure. Here I'm moving on to the spare room. Again, I use this kind of burnt orange kind of theme, and yeah, I'm just kind of styling it, putting in the lights, and then the dresser, and there's a couple of flowers around the place. Another 20s themed plant. And then I changed the colours and it's still hideous. I really wish I would just stuck with my gut and changed it, but I didn't. I tried to go all out. And yeah, I just put these little coffee tables in, nice little mirror. Trying to make the rug a little off centre because they are a bit, I don't know, they are a bit straight, and they, in real life you wouldn't really have that. So with this house, the family in mind would have been maybe a single mum, due to it's quite a feminine styled house, and then 2 children, a teenage boy and a child girl, I guess, a young girl. First I was trying to put in this bathroom and it ended up being a shared bathroom, which wouldn't be the best idea, I guess, if you were sharing with a boy and girl, because there would be arguments all the time. And then I realised I was working with a 2x2, which never works for bathrooms. I didn't think you can even fit a shower in, so I had to extend it a bit. Yeah, and I think it looked quite nice in the end. And thinking now, I'm not really sure if I put any lights in here. Oh dear. If you download this house, which it will be on my studio on the Sims Exchange, make sure you put a light in. This is when I accidentally clicked on the go into world view instead of raising the walls up. If you're wondering what world that was, it was one of my own worlds. It's called Beach View. It's still a work in progress, to be honest. all the lots aren't put in, and this is why I was kind of making this house, because it was kind of convenient, I guess. Here I put in this kind of sweet pink and yellow coloured wallpaper, and then put some accent walls of the actual pink and the yellow. When I dragged over the pink, it didn't really match very well, and neither did the yellow, so I kind of had to fiddle around with that. And here I'm putting in the accent walls. I think I put just a normal carpeting in. I wasn't going to go too far with it all. Picking out a bed, I used this kind of pink one. I think it came with pets. It's got a little horse on it, I'm pretty sure. Actually, it might not. Oh no, Generations, I think I can see it is. And then just picking a bedspread. I really love this. I wish I had that in my room, to be honest. Yeah, it's really nice floral and girly, I guess. No, I just found this little light. I think that also came with Generations. It's a little flower pot, but it's actually a light, and I thought that was really sweet for a girl's room. Putting some decals on the wall and a little unicorn. And then a nightlight, which I thought was quite fitting for a young girl. And then some curtains, obviously, and I made them pink polka dot. And yeah, I think it turned out quite nice. A little sleeping bag for the friends if they come round. And then I was trying to think if they needed a bookcase, and I think I just put a toy chest on the end of her bed in the end. Oh, there he goes. And then a little girl's toy house, I guess. Finding some pictures and things to put on the walls. I'll work it out in the end, but you know, there's a lot of stuff on the buy mode, so it's quite hard to get things quickly anyway. This is the boys' room. I can't remember what wallpaper I picked. Oh yeah, I used this tree on the themed section of Creative Style, and I like it actually. It's really quite nice. I've used it before in, I think, a living room, and I always really liked it. Yeah, and then putting a bunk bed in, because the idea was he's just recently become a teenager, so he's redone his room to make him look a bit older, but he's still got his bunk bed, and he's got a desk underneath there, which is nice. I got that idea from university. There's a couple of houses that you can rent in university, and they have a lot of bunk beds with desks underneath using Move Objects. I always think they work quite well like that, because they can actually sit at them, which I didn't really know before. But yeah, I didn't use Move Objects on to place that chair, which was nice. This bedspread he's got is like a key and lock kind of thing, and later on I put a rug in, which is from university as well, that kind of ties in really well with it actually. So that was nice. I put some shelves and put some bits and bobs on, some pencils. I put a desk light in, and tissue box and CDs. I put a little iPod thing. I don't know where I got that from. Probably the store. And then just finding some posters and things. He's got a wardrobe, obviously. And then I think, yeah, I gave him a TV. You know, he's from a wealthy family, so he's going to have a TV in his room. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, it's the only TV in the whole house, which is quite strange. I've never really done that before. Well, I really hate making living rooms, because I don't know, the TVs just aren't that great in this this version of The Sims. Like Sims 2 and Sims 1, they always had quite nice like things for living rooms, but I don't know, I don't think they've really gone all out with it, but I don't know, personal opinion, I guess. In the end I put a stereo underneath the TV. There it goes. It's a bit off centre, but I can deal with it. There's that rug that has a key on it, which was quite interesting. Just putting a bit of flowers. I'm not sure why he has flowers in his room, but you know, his mum probably put them in when he was at school or something. And there's a little football poster, you know. Here I put the bookcase in after forgetting it. And I was trying to find something that would fit, but that was the only one that would. And I don't really like this room at all. It didn't really work out the way I wanted to. But I put like bulletin boards, that's it, on this wall, because it's working mum, I guess. And then a coat rack, which I had recently downloaded from the store. Again, accidentally going into the world. Yeah, I know, I think I saved between doing the boys' room and like going over it again, and I had downloaded some random things from the store, I guess. I put in some actual logs. Here I was trying to make it look like the logs go through the wall, like in some restaurants and things you see. I have a friend who has that, and it always looks really nice and professional, I think. Here I was doing a cheat which disables the snapping on Alt, like, if you know what I mean. Because even when you have move objects on, it still kind of snaps to the slot. So I made this kind of larger island, like a breakfast bar kind of thing. And it's annoying me now how it's kind of tilted, some of them, so it's not completely straight, but I guess it's like warped wood, I guess. And here I was having trouble with placing the style on. It was really annoying me. But yeah, and here I was trying to put one of those fireplaces, a floating fireplace, as like a, you know, like a, I don't know what you call them, thing to put over the oven anyway. I just couldn't work out how I wanted this kitchen. I kind of left it in the end. I didn't put any stools on the kind of island either. I just kind of left it as is, because I would like for the family to sit around the table every day, because it's there for a reason, I guess. I put these antlers around the place. I think they look quite cool. There comes that plant again, still trying to find a place for it. And then just moving things around, you know. Got rid of that terribly tall fireplace. It just looked really stupid, and also the colour did not match at all, and you can't change the colour of them, so that was annoying. In the end, I left those 2 rooms that I'm putting doors on there. I just I couldn't think of anything to put in them, so if you download it, you've got free choice to do what you want with them. I made an even larger fireplace this time. I thought may as well, because it's a big room and it's just going to be a living room, so yeah, I think it looked quite nice in the end. I just kind of did the same thing with the logs and the fire utensils. Yeah, I put this antler there and I was like, oh, that looks really cool, it's resting against that, and then I kind of flipped the camera around and I saw that it was actually mid-air, so that kind of annoyed me, so I just put them to either side. Still trying to work out where the plant goes. It goes there in the end, I think. That's the final place. This little area is quite sweet. It's like a sitting area just to read. Yeah, do your homework, I guess. Just kind of bunched up some plants to put behind that one, because I really hate how it clips through the wall. So yeah, I just kind of put it out, I guess. Put that stupid chandelier in. But yeah, this room goes the same colour as the exterior, make it a bit more like a rumpus room, I guess. I really like this kind of area around the fireplace. It looks quite nice. And then you know, it's kind of like I guess a skills room for The Sims. Like, they've got their chess table and, you know, bookcase. I've got a telescope here, which just goes in. Another wicker rug, because I really like that texture. Yeah, and just more potted plants, obviously. I think, what do I do? Oh yeah, I put in a picture. I think this is from the Sim Supply, or James, on YouTube. He does some custom content, and I downloaded that recently, so I put that in. I put a nice base and an aquarium, some more random things, and this is the last, I guess, room. It's kind of a hallway that I do. Just put kind of like a windowsill, some bits and bobs on and underneath, just kind of making it look like it's been lived in. I really was stuck of what to put on here, but I don't know, I didn't really like the way it turned out, but I guess it was just kind of homely. Yeah, I think this is coming to the end of the video. I just put in a couple more pictures and then the screenshots will come afterwards. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and yeah, here's the screenshots. This is the entranceway. Oh, sorry about that arrow there. The main bathroom downstairs, and the study. My favourite room, the dining room. Just really like the way it turned out. I don't know, it's quite different to anything I've done before. And the kitchen, the final product. Still not really happy with that, but oh well. And then upstairs, you go into the girls' room. Nice and pretty and young. Got some wall decals and everything like that. And then the boys' room, I guess he's a teenager. Yeah, it's like this. I like this room too, I have to say. Yeah, my next video, as I said probably earlier, that it will probably be building a lot for The Sims Supply's new world. I'm not sure if it'll be a community lot yet or a house, but we're nearing the end of the video now, so thank you for watching and enjoy the screenshots. Bye!